Hi, Sagittarius. This is Tara, Hidden Lotus Tarot. Today is October 26th, 2016, and I'm coming to you today with the November monthly for 2016. This is a general reading, and the messages will not resonate with everyone. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. If the message does not resonate, please check back to your Moon and Rising sign as they are posted. There is a strange energy about, at least it feels kind of strange to me. I just did the Scorpio reading. It is their birthday month for a lot of them. And it's a very, very odd reading. So I'm hoping that the cards will be a little bit more clear for you Sagittarians out there needing some. One card has already wanted to present itself. The Ten of Wands. If you want more clarity into your situation that really requires a personal reading, I tune in using your birth date to, with the cards, I meditate, and that helps me to tune into the energies of what's going on around your specific situation. This is general, so it may resonate with everyone, and it may not resonate with anybody. You know, you just never know sometimes with the cards. They can be quite surprising. They can also be very, very enigmatic, where they don't want to speak clearly about what's going on. So it's hints. That's what happened with the Scorpio reading. And I felt bad because I really wanted to give them something good for their birthday. But I can only bring the messages that the cards want to share. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. Another card has presented itself. Now, this Ten of Wands speaks to Saturn in Sagittarius. And I know that a lot of you Sagittarius are going through your Saturn return right now. So it's been tough. It's been hard. For some of you, you may not or have been feeling that you don't see your way clear of a situation. You might feel like you have lots of burdens going on. But that card also speaks to success, to continue to persevere. Maybe you need to drop some projects or drop some people or drop some things in order to make your way to that place of respite there in the back. So let's see what the rest of the cards have to tell us. I do have a new deck of cards here. I will be continuing the open readings into November. And I'll be introducing a few new decks to you. So let's, the Star card. Look at there. Wasn't I just telling you that? Help is on the way, people. Don't give up. Ace of Swords. Wow. Two of Swords. Five of Wands. Page of Pentacles. The Tower. The Chariot. And the Ten of Cups. Well, darn the luck. There's that Ten of Swords underneath the bottom of the deck. Well, let's see. This is the overall energy. This is not like the quote unquote, some people could say it's the outcome, but right in the center I have this Five of Wands, and that's our focus because it touches every card in the spread. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. This looks like it's going to be another one of those readings. Okay. The Five of Wands speaks to, and it's another Saturn tinged card. It represents Saturn in Leo. And Leo is all about expansive energy, gregarious energy. It's very, very male focused, male oriented. It represents your ego and the sun. And then Saturn comes in to say, you can't be doing any of that. So it represents outside influences coming in and creating a bunch of havoc. This could literally be you having a fight with a bunch of people, people putting their nose in your business where it doesn't belong, creating a bunch of chaos and havoc. Now, for some of you, this energy may have already started playing out. For others of you, this will be a thing coming up through November. Rest assured, I do feel that no matter what this 10 of Swords is representative of, it is a 10 already, okay? And that means it will be reverting back to the Ace of Swords. So I can see that there have been some really, really heavy things weighing upon you, and that perhaps for many of you, you know, you've just been trying to maintain your hope, and you've really been getting in touch with who it is you know you want to be, where it is you're trying to go, making some choices about what's best for yourself, because this card not only represents Aquarius, but it also represents Venus. This could also represent, because Aquarius is one of those signs that likes to think for the group. They think very, very far ahead. It's a very forward-thinking kind of an energy. Very intellectual and very detached. And perhaps many of you, as you've been going through this energy, have already been future projecting ahead where you want to find yourself after you've come through this long slog. And most of you have figured that out. And if you haven't, know that you will be able to figure it out. This is the past. And what I see here with this 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and the Tower, many of you really did not know what to do. You really were, in a sense, kind of paralyzed. Maybe you just, the 10 of Wands kind of speaks to me of just kind of going through the motions, you know, but you really didn't see a way out. You really didn't think that, you know, this energy, this heavy energy was ever going to dissipate, but then something comes in to suddenly clear the air. Now, I have this Ace of Swords opposite that mirrors this Tower. And so I feel what the cards are trying to tell me. It is that it is through some type of argument or discussion or fight that things are torn down, and you finally are able to get that sudden clarity that you need. The Ace with the Tower, okay? The Ace of Swords with the Tower. So this is really like a moment of aha. All of a sudden, the light bulb has come on, the sun is shining, and now you can see your way clear. For some of you, you may still be kind of stuck in this energy, but rest assured, there's something new on the way. And I think for some of you, it comes quite unexpectedly, and you will be asked to, I'm getting that this is a move. And if it's not a literal move that's coming in, and the reason why I say that is these 3 cards. There's a brand new open expanse here. He's standing on a brand new open expanse. It's a clear landscape. Here comes the Chariot, and the Chariot comes in to just say, you know, it's time to move now. And here we are. He's got the moon. We do have the new moon coming up in Scorpio. So if you want to do something, you have something, a goal that you want to get to, I would suggest you use the new moon to write down your intentions of how you're going to do this. For some of you, it indeed will involve the culmination of something that makes you feel extremely happy. That's extreme emotional contentment. Like all of a sudden your wishes and your dreams come true. Now, this 10 of Swords is kind of out of place here. And I'm going to take the Sibilas and look at this. I think this is a pivotal card. I think this may be the key. This Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is a student. He studies long and hard, and he's able to take what he's learned and use it in very, very practical ways. But it's something about whatever this page represents that creates this Tower situation. And the Tower is not always a bad thing, people. I was just talking to somebody last night, and I was telling them, out of all of the cards in the Rider-Waite deck, the Tower is my favorite card. It is an impressive card, okay? And basically, it just speaks to, after you've been in this space for so long, of just kind of sitting on the fence and not doing nothing, this is what you need. Now, that could be that it's the end of a relationship or the loss of a job or having to move away, or creating a bunch of conflict among a group of people. But it is exactly what you need. Um, because as we can see, right after this tower, we have the Chariot to come in. This doesn't read like it's a car accident. It doesn't read like it's a anything negative. It's just something that needed to occur. Whatever the thing is that occurs is something that really had to occur in order to free up this energy, to get you out of being stagnant, feeling burdened, and having to fight. Now, again, the Ten of Swords here. This is the stickler right here. And I'm just going to take a quick look at this because really I don't feel a need to it's also like some kind of news comes in or some sudden realization comes in that kind of throws you for a loop. Something maybe you didn't see coming. Again, that's kind of brought about with this tower. You didn't see it coming, but nevertheless, it has either occurred or it will be occurring. This is a fast moving energy. Okay, so it's not something that lasts a long time. It's not like this energy of the Ten of Swords that can last such a long time. Ultimately, this changes into Ace of Wands. This changes into an Ace of Cups. And whatever this represents, know that it will bring itself back around to the Ace of Swords, which is what our future row is telling us. This is clarity coming in, a news, a message, a sudden epiphany, a way to cut through whatever the bullshit is, to cut through whatever this is. Okay? Because these are two really opposing energies. They're three tens. Hold on. Let me look at. God, excuse me. Jesus. Let me look at what the three tens are telling us. That's not an accident that I've got three tens with an ace. Let me go back and this page takes forever to load. Now, one interpretation of three tens, difficult times are coming to an end. And maybe what this Ten of Cups and this Ten of Swords is telling me is that you may have been having, you may have always assumed that in order to have a Ten of Cups, that there had to be a certain way that it was done, or you had to have certain things to attain this level of security and happiness, and that all of that is shaken and it's brought into question, and that this Ten of Swords is saying, okay, well, now that your bubble's been burst, okay, you got to go through this period right here. But rest assured, it's going to, difficult times are coming to an end. Now, let me take a look at, what am I looking at? Here I am. Let's see what the three tens tell us here. It says arguments. Three tens in a spread suggest arguments over money matters. And that could be why we have this Ten of Cups. This could be people having an argument over who's done the most, who put in the most, okay, work. This page still says that this is a new, in a sense, if not a new financial, some new financial news that's coming in. And maybe that's what it is. It's like all of a sudden you get news that some money's coming in that suddenly changes everything, but it throws everything out of whack. We go from a 10 of cups to a 10 of swords. So I'm going to first take a look at what this page of pentacles is trying to tell me. This is indicative of fighting going on in a around a home situation, property matters. I would have expected to see the 10 of coins really to bring that about, but the 10 of cups says that everything is perfect the way that it is. Okay, nobody wants for anything, but now there's arguments over that. I'm trying to see if I can pull anything else up. Let's just look at what the page of pentacles is telling us. Well, I would say that it definitely has to do with two people, someone who has a higher position, so to speak, than this person, something coming in between them, the Amalato, an illness of uncertain origin. And there's a lot of worry around this. There's some fear and some anxiety. Let's see if maybe the Tower can give us a little clarity on what this is talking about. And then, of course, I'm going to look at this 10 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. They are two completely separate energies. We must remember that the swords are thoughts and perceptions. So it could simply be that someone ends up feeling like they got the short end of the stick. They got the shaft. Okay? But sometimes this is a perception, remember? And know that if that's the way you feel, what that really means is that whatever situation was going on that brought about this feeling, well, that shit's over now. So kind of look at it like that. Well, damn, I ain't got to go through that no more with that situation and that individual. You know, it's going to be time to move on and do something new now. And it's really this last row, vertical column. It's with this card it's like a circle here to me. So let's look at the Tower and see what the Tower is speaking to us about. And I don't have any repeater numbers except for the 10s. So keep in mind that whatever difficulties that you've been going through, this is about to come to an end. And when things end, there's always some kind of loss or bitterness, perhaps, in what has transpired or how you had to come about to that ending. How did that ending come about? Privacy, solitude, communications, the doctore, perhaps a mediator coming in because there's been no communication in the past. And this brings about the change, the Vecchia Signora. Okay, now I'm pleased to say that there were not negative cards that came on this Tower, but maybe what the Tower is saying is that you're going to have to readjust what your beliefs are surrounding this situation. And if you can readjust the your expectations, so to speak, this is how you're going to move forward to reach this 10 of Cups. Ultimately, there is going to be somebody who feels like they're the loser. Everybody can't be winners. Even if something ends up to be fair and equitable, somebody's always going to feel like they didn't get what they wanted. It's a perception. Let's look at this 5 of Wands here, because this is definitely some kind of conflict here. Somebody fighting. Somebody trying to prove their point. No, I put in the most work. I did the most. I contributed the most to this right here so that we could get here. Indeed, that's exactly what it is. It's an argument over finances. It is an argument over what someone considers to be their idea of security, the things that they feel belong to them, that they can better safeguard or safekeep. Somebody saying, hey, look, this is what I've dreamed up all along, and I put in the hard work for it. But now this card, this says this is a discovery. Something comes about through an argument. Something is learned. And maybe this is why we have the Page of Pentacles, this news coming in, okay, this message coming in that creates havoc here. It crushes everything. But at the same time, there is a way to work through this. And again, this may be why, like I said, if it's worked out, and it does look like it works itself out, well, here we have this energy of the Ten of Swords. And this could just simply be being like, damn, finally, it's over. Whenever I see that card sometimes, if you notice in the background, it has the darkest before the dawn. And what's on, look at there, the Fool is underneath there. So this is definitely something new coming through. Like I said, it's a circle. It's like the one last in the back. Somebody then threw everything they've had at you. Okay. Let's take a look at that. That's quite interesting. Speranza. L'amica falsita. Really? Well, it speaks definitely to a betrayal from a friend or in a relationship of trust. That's what it speaks to. So the Speranza, nobody hopes to be betrayed. Okay, so I don't read the Speranza, the hope card. Sometimes the Speranza can show up as a fear. And it is the fear of betrayal. And that card sometimes represents a betrayal. Something that comes through, a fight over money. Something most definitely to do. Let's take a look at what the Ten of Cups is trying to tell us, because that card, to me, it always reads on the surface, everything is perfect the way that it is. God, life couldn't be better. If it got any better, I would die and go to heaven. But because those 10 cups sit in the rainbow, rainbows are a visual illusion. It is when the light hits water crystals in the air just the right way, we get to see this beautiful thing. But that's an illusion. You can't, touch it. You can't. Remember that when I was a kid, it's like there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So as kids, you try to run and run and run. Well, we did when I was little, try to run and run and see if we can get to the end of the rainbow and find that pot of gold. Well, chasing after something that was never real in the first place. So an illusion. Working and working on something so hard that you find out at the end really wasn't real. And this is what the Tower and the Chariot is trying to bring you to the realization, perhaps, that this is not something real. So let's see if the Sibyllus can give us a little clarity on that. A male lover, L'amante. The Casa on top of, that represents the home and family life. And the Limonale. Now, this is interesting because what it's telling me in the one respect is that there is perhaps a marriage or a relationship that is going to lead to a marriage. Perhaps there's been a lot of strife. Maybe someone is going through a divorce from someone else, and now there's a plan to move forward. Okay, to move forward. And maybe what you get the news, this is, if you're on that side, perhaps trying to come to agreement of some kind of settlement, but it's definitely something that you don't expect. And it also speaks to some type of betrayal from someone close to you that you know. I don't know if that makes any sense to any of you out there. That's what the cards are telling me. As I was saying when I first opened the video, the cards are telling very, very strange stories. They're not cohesive stories. But it just, there are lots of changes going on for people. There's a new energy coming in. There's a new level of thinking, feeling, being, doing. I think for all people, it's just, and, and it's going to play out in different ways for everybody at different times. Rest assured that you'll be moving ahead 1 minute and the next minute you might be knocked back 2 steps, but it's still designed to bring about changes. And this says that difficult times are coming to a head. So if some of you perhaps have been waiting on news from someone who's been having some other issues going on, if you guys were going to get together, in a sense, this card says, yes, you will, but this is the unknown factor. This is the overall energy. Now, it could also be that some of you find out that the person you've been with or one of your friends may be the reason behind this, okay? Whatever the issues are. Well, holy smokes. I'm going to have to drink because these cards are whooping my ass today. The card says, let go. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but I didn't expect to see that. I don't know what that means for somebody out there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but there you have it. Holy smokes. All right, I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm just, the cards are really just, I don't even know what to say. Between the Scorpio reading and this reading, I don't know what to say. So that's it. I hope the message helped. And until next time, namaste.